The UIF says March 2020 brought with it an avalanche of people in desperate need. It says its staff and systems were tested to the limit. The fund was never geared for anything related to the major job losses seen during the pandemic. When the Temporary Employer Relief Scheme, or TERS, was introduced, there were even greater challenges. But lessons were learned, and the fund has embarked on a renewal strategy.
During COVID, we were tested to the core, and we are testing to see if we fit for purpose. We've brought in a service provider on board to help us streamline these processes, streamline our structure, and we are hoping within the next 12 to 18 months, we'll have a revamped a UI that looks different.
Maruping says in March 2020, the fund was 160 billion rand strong, but 2 years later, it has shrunk by 40 billion rand. The closure of businesses and rising unemployment are cause for concern. During the pandemic, it became evident that many businesses were not compliant with UIF regulations.
A lot of our businesses, especially in the small, medium enterprises, are not compliant, and those are due to issues relating to unawareness, lack of awareness. Most businesses are small, they are not aware of the legislation of the country, and there are employees who are just not compliant. So in terms of us dealing with that issue, we've decided that we are going to embark on employer advocacy sessions to create awareness and to educate the employers out there.
The UIF says while its finances are sound, measures have been put in place to ensure a more streamlined service. A new endeavour, the Follow the Money project, is also aimed at rooting out fraud and corruption.
We have followed over 1,000 companies that we've paid. We're able to confirm 12 billion rands that has been paid correctly. There's over 400 million rands that has not been paid correctly, and we've sent all these cases. It's 54 companies in total. We've given them to the Fusion Center, which includes the Hawks, SABC, and the financial services institutions where they are tracking these companies. And with this tracking, we've been able to take about maybe between 5 and 10 people are now facing charges in court. Some of them have already been found guilty and will be serving sentences. Some of them are facing possible judgment.
Maruping says investigations are also underway into possible UIF employee involvement in alleged fraudulent activities. Mariska Botha, SABC News, Cape Town.